Hi guys, this is Ify and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful soup. Now, my friend calls this one Waterleaf soup. Yeah, my friend. She was the one who taught me how to make the soup. I went to her house one day and she served me with this amazing vegetable soup. And the minute I tasted it, I was like, whoa, what is this soup? It was so different from the other vegetable soup that I've been used to. And I knew at that time I wasn't going to leave her house until she agreed to teach me. Luckily, she did, and now I can teach the rest of the world this amazing soup. So guys, let me introduce you to the rest of the ingredients and we can start. For this Waterleaf soup, we're going to be using this ingredient, and we have some ground crayfish here, some onions, seasoning powder. I'm using shrimp seasoning. We've got some Bitterleaf. We've got stockfish head. And of course, if you have the regular stockfish, please by all means use it, okay? I'm not a fan of stockfish, but I like the flavor it gives, so this works well for me. I'm using some dry fish as well, and some blended peppers. This is cayenne pepper, onions, and scotch bonnet peppers all blended here. Well, I used my food processor, so that's why it's in this texture. I'm also using some salt. I'm using some water leaf, all right? And I have my meat here. I'm using shaki. I'm using some snails and beef. I've got some palm oil here as well. So these are the ingredients I'll be using for this amazing soup. Right, so the first step is to cook our meat. So I have some shaki here. I'm also going to be using some beef, like I said earlier, and some snail, but I'm not adding the snail now because I don't want it to get too soft. So my beef and my shaki first. Yep, so this is what I'm using. I'm going to be seasoning it with some onions. Okay, this is perfect. Some scotch bonnet peppers, just to give it some heat. Some did I say goat meat? Some seasoning powder. And I'm adding my stockfish, okay? So everything cooks now. So my stockfish head has been thoroughly washed, okay? And then I'm also going to be adding some salt. This is perfect. I'm going to give everything a good stir. And if you notice, I haven't added any water into this pot, and that's very deliberate. I want the meat to steam in its own juice first before I add water. It makes your beef a lot tastier if you do it that way. So I'm just going to cover the pot and of course reduce the heat to the lowest so that it won't burn, okay? So we'll give this about 10-15 minutes and we'll be right back. All right guys, so 10 to 12 minutes later, look at this. Can you see all the water? Some people don't believe that meat has its own juice, but it does. And when you allow it to steam this way, the meat is always tastier, all right? So now that it has released its own juice, I'm going to add some more water and allow it cook till the meat and the shaki, everything is nice and soft. There's really no joy in eating hard meat at all. I don't like it. So we're going to leave this to cook for as long as it takes, okay? Right, the meat has been cooking. It is not fully done yet, almost done, but I'm going to put in the snails now. So by the time the snails cook, I'm giving it about 15 minutes, the meat will be all done. And my snail will still come out nice and, you know, not too soft. Just how I like it. Should I say crispy? I don't know. But not too soft and not too hard, just perfect. So I'll give this another 10 to 15 minutes and I will take it off the heat. So we're ready to begin our soup proper. And the first thing to do is to add some palm oil to your pot, of course. So I'm just gonna add some palm oil. Okay, so this is fine. I'm gonna allow it get hot a bit before I continue. So I'm gonna add in some of my pepper and onion blend. Okay, this is fine. So I'm gonna let this fry for about 5 minutes before I go on with the rest of the ingredients. This soup is going to blow your mind. This is going to be so good. Guys, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, take this minute and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification icon because it makes me happy. Is that even good enough? Okay, yes, because it makes me happy and because you'll be updated each time I upload a new video, which I do every week, at least once a week, at least. So please go ahead. Don't forget to share the video with your friends and your family. It will mean the whole world to me. And of course, thank you for always watching my videos. You guys rock. Alright, so I'm going ahead now to add in my meats, my snails, you know, my stockfish. And if you notice, I let the water dry. Yeah. So the meat can absorb all that delicious flavor from the meat stock. So everything goes in. Everything. I'm also going to put in my fish at this time. Of course, please do this part on low heat. I almost forgot to say. I'm putting in my fish. Give everything a good stir. This looks good, man. So good. Okay, so just because I want my fish to cook a little, I'm going to add a little warm water. Just teeny weeny. I don't need, this is fine. I don't need a lot of water in here. If I had cooked my fish, there's my dry fish with my meat stock, I wouldn't have had to add any water. So you can see very little. And then I'm going to cover the pot and allow the simmer for about 7 to 8 minutes. On low heat, guys, low heat. So guys, while I'm waiting for the meat and everything, I'm just going to go ahead to make my eba because I like to pair the soup with some lovely yellow gari. So my water has boiled. I'm just going to go ahead to add my gari. Yep. So you can use anything you like. Some people like to use fufu, white gari if you like. Well, I don't know. Maybe because I'm Igbo, I prefer yellow gari. So let me know which color of gari do you prefer? Let me know in the comment section, white or yellow. And apart from that, if you were the one making the soup, what would you like to pair it with? Okay, so I'm going to stop at this point, putting in my gari. As you can see, it has absorbed all the liquid and I don't want it too strong. At this point, I like to cover it. Let me get a cover really quickly. Okay, I can't find the cover quicker than this. So I'm just going to use this to trap in the steam while I put this away. Now I left this for about 5 minutes. I'm back and I'm going to use my wooden spoon to stir it. So just mix it around. So if this is your first time watching how they make eba, this is a very simple and common method. Some people like to, you know, put theirs on the fire. I don't know why they do that, you know. They like to make it like they're making amala or something, you know, just put it on the fire and then they're doing this part while it's on your stove top. But this is how my mom taught me. Pour water in a bowl, put the gari, and then you stir and mix it well till it comes together. It's pretty easy. Woo, this takes some time. My arm hurts already. Oh my gosh. And that's because I like it a certain way. So I like to keep stirring it until it has achieved the consistency that I like. Okay, so I have arrived at the consistency that I like. And ladies and gentlemen, this is all ready. So this is looking good. As you can see, the pot is not wet, neither is it dry. You can see it looks juicy, but there's really no water. So this is what you should be looking out for, right? So we're going to put in our vegetables now, starting with the... But first, before I put in my vegetable, I'm going to add some crayfish. And I'll reserve some. I'll show you why, okay? So I'll just give it a good mix. Okay. And then go ahead with my vegetables. So my water leaf goes in. Just like this. So now that it's in, I'm going to cover the pot and give it like 1 minute to bring out its liquid. Turn down your heat at this point, guys. Make it low, bring it down low. After a few minutes, I'm going to check on it and just stir it around. This looks amazing. And then I'm going to add my Bitterleaf. Yes, I know, right? Some of you are shocked. Like Bitterleaf and Waterleaf, guys, it's such an amazing combination. It's so delicious. Not too much, just a handful. Okay, I'm adding my seasoning. Be careful because the meat and every other thing is well seasoned. And then I'm adding the rest of my crayfish. This will intensify the flavor of your dish. So you're just going to put this in and give this a good mix. Wow, this is looking so good. So good. I tell you guys, this is different. This is something you're going to want to make. Everybody is going to be amazed. Like, it's going to give you that shock factor. Like, what is this vegetable soup? It is so good. So good. So now that it's in here, I'm going to cover the pot for a few minutes and it is all done. Okay, so we're back and ooh la la! I am so excited. Look at this. And guys, can you see? There's no much water. Can you see? So that tip I gave you about the smaller leaf bringing out less amount of water, you can see that it works. Look at my soup. Look. You can hardly see water, but it is not dry. This is how vegetable soup should look. And that's it, guys. We are all done. So I'm just going to turn off the heat and it's time to eat. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do not forget to share this video with your friends and your family. Do not forget to like this video as well and subscribe if you're yet to subscribe. Also, remember to hit the notification icon. This is important so you receive any video once I upload it, okay? Thank you, guys. And if you end up recreating this recipe, which I strongly recommend that you do not forget to tag me on your social media handle. It's Ify's Kitchen on all social media handles, okay? Till I see you some other time, take care and keep eating good food. Bye.